Well, hey guys, it's your favorite Texas Ginger, Skelly, aka Astral Wolf. I am here to bring you a comprehensive look at the Firebase Z Easter egg steps. Now, if this walkthrough helps you out, don't forget, just like, comment your input, and subscribe. All support's appreciated. And just so that you're aware, this footage was taken from multiple games, but only executed by none other than yours truly. Plus, I need to give a special shout out to XTK9 for his help during this Easter egg. Anyway, let's get to it and dive right into the video. So during this Easter egg, most basic steps are guided by a white diamond with a black star right in the middle of it. So if you're not quite sure where to go, many times, though not always, this symbol can help you to get to the next step. So, when you begin, you will spawn into the courtyard. The first thing you want to do, which is typical in most zombies maps, is to turn on the power and activate the Pack-a-Punch machine. So, just get some kills for a couple rounds just so that you have plenty of points to open doors and activate the reactors. I usually hold a zombie at round 4 before I start opening doors for this specific Easter egg. Now, in this map, there are 3 ether reactors that need to be turned on by activating them with 500 points, and then feeding them with zombie souls before the zombies can destroy the reactor power cores. The reactors are located in 3 different places: Mission Control, the Data Center, and Military Compound. Since this is the first task, you should not have too much of a struggle controlling the zombies at this point and getting the power turned on. Once this is completed at all 3 reactors, return to the courtyard where you first spawned in and speak to Ravenov. At this point, the Pack-a-Punch machine will activate and power up. The next step is to speak to Peck. His office is located in Mission Control within eyesight of the ether reactor, just under the stairs. Peck basically tells you thanks for turning on the power, but I'm not helping you with a damn thing, and to leave him alone so he can continue his work. At this point, with the back and forth we've had between Ravenov and Peck, Ravenov says, hey, he can help you. So, once again, return to the courtyard, and when you start the dialogue with Ravenov, any zombies should be blind to you temporarily. Ravenov will give you his first part, his ID badge. Now this badge opens 3 lockers around the map, each containing an ingredient to a truth serum. The first locker is right here in the courtyard, just to the right of the very first door you opened at the beginning of the game. Once you slide the keycard, the locker opens up, revealing compound S16. Okay, side note, this is typically where I trigger the hidden bunny to get free Juggernog and our first possible shot at the wonder weapon. So in order to get free Jug, there's a rabbit sitting off the map just above Pack-a-Punch underneath the desk. You have to shoot the rabbit twice to activate him before he teleports you and your team. The best luck I've had is shooting the left leg of the desk next to the rabbit's head. You know you hit the right spot when the rabbit's head turns towards you. The second shot, when you hit the nail on the head, the rabbit starts floating, flies directly at you, and then teleports you to the forest that's dark. It's pretty simple. You have to find the floating rabbit that's now glowing in pink light and shoot him. You have to do this 3 times while avoiding zombies and mimics. As long as you keep moving, this shouldn't be too difficult. And did I mention that it's timed? Right, so don't dilly-dally here. After the 3rd rabbit's down, all the enemies will fall and a chest will appear. And fingers crossed you'll get Jugs, some salvage and nades, and the wonder weapon like I did. Which, by the way, if you want a guide on building the wonder weapon and getting free stamina up as well on Firebase Z, let me know in the comments. Anywho, continuing on. So I just picked up a shovel located in a bunker just outside of Mission Control, leaning against a crate by a window that you'll need later in the Easter egg. We also are grabbing the other 2 truth serum ingredients, Compound 36, located in engineering behind the open lot below the OPC, near Mission Control, and Compound P65, located in Military Command Control, upstairs in the Colonel's office. Now that we have all the ingredients for the truth serum, we've got to head towards the data center, slip into the medical bay. On the table is a strange-looking machine and ingredient mixer just to the right of it. As soon as you place them into the mix, a spawn of hellhounds surrounds the medical bay, so after fighting them off, you'll be able to put the serum in the machine and grab the agent delivery system. The next step is to head over toward mission control as we go up the stairs right around under the OPC stairs. There's an AC unit next to the wall. This is where we'll put the agent delivery system. It releases the truth serum into Peck's office. So now we get to go and have the most epically boring conversation in any Zombies map OPC I've ever played. So after some hallucinations, conversations with Peck's dead wife Martha, and some rather impressive waltz moves from a deranged Russian scientist that's been trapped in a room for God knows how long by zombies that have killed all of his friends and his entire team, we learn that we have to get 3 important pieces of information from 3 specific mimics that spawn around the map. Just a heads up, these next steps can be very frustrating on solo, but I will try to make them as simple as possible for you. Okay, so the very next thing we're going to do after he lets us know is we're going to head to the data center. And in the data center, there is actually a large machine on the left side down this pathway that has what's called essence traps in it. You activate the machine and the essence traps will light up. They take the place of your secondary throwable. Now, you see the essence trap there. The way that the essence traps works is you throw them down just like a Ghostbuster, and then to get them to attempt to capture the mimic, you have to double tap the activate button. Now this is the first location of one of the mimics. It's in the Skybridge or military command near the colonel's office. Now if you notice, I am actually getting the mimic down to very low health. That's one of the keys, because if the mimic has too much health, he will actually break the essence trap apart and you'll have to get a new one and hopefully not kill him in the process. Now, as we continue on getting close, this is the second mimic location. That is in Motor Pool right there. The way you can tell the locations is you'll actually see random items where you have not killed zombies on the ground. If you see those, no matter what they are, those are a good sign that you are actually near a mimic spawn location. So if you're thoughtful, then you'll be all right. You see, I'm actually putting the trap down right there. I've double tapped. His health is low, and that's why that one was trapped. And you can tell he's trapped. Oh. Yeah, for some reason I tried to pick up the trap too soon there. Anyway, you can tell that he's trapped whenever the trap turns purple, just like that. And once you've got him trapped, you take him back to the data center, deposit it, and you'll listen to Weaver go ahead and let you know when you have the right one. This is the third location. This is up in Peck's quarters, right above Pack-a-Punch. As you see it spawned in, you saw those items there on the ground again. That's how you know that that's where the mimics are going to spawn. So again, this is actually the hardest mimic to grab, because of the fact, if you notice, our rounds jumped from 9 all the way to 15. It took me 5 rounds to get that third mimic on this setup, just because of how much of a pain in the butt is. So that third one there in a courtyard, you want to be extremely careful how you do it. But if everything goes right and everything goes to plan, you'll get your 3 mimics right here. You'll deposit your third essence trap, and then you will actually receive your code or whatever you need. And you want to wait around on this third one, because what's really important is you're going to need to retrieve a floppy disk from the machine right here. You're going to see on the screen it's about to pop out, and that's how you can proceed to the next step on the Easter egg. I hope that this has made this step simple, because it's really a pain in the neck. So it can be. It's easier with 2 people. There's our floppy disk. So let's move on and continue. So now let's head to the planning offices with our floppy disk, up the stairs, past the open lot next to the OPC. The mainframe computer's on the wall to the right, towards mission control. Insert the floppy disk in the mainframe computer, and the OPC doors will open up. Run up to the OPC, and the portal will form once you get close to it. Run down to Peck, who tells us we need Ethereum crystals to get more power to the Ethereum reactors to stabilize the active portal. While Peck puts himself in timeout, Ravenov pipes in that he has a code for a locker containing an ether meter to help find the crystals. The locker is right next to Peck's office. Do you remember the shovel we grabbed earlier? This is where that comes into play. You also might want to make sure your gun's upgraded a few times for this next step. So the 3 crystals we need are buried. Our first crystal is in one of the 4 tree areas of jungle defense, just outside of military command. It's typically the second area from the left. When given the option to dig, a dome will form and you'll be attacked by hellhounds and manglers. They should only come from off map, so if you stay close to where you ran up from, you can almost get this crystal without even moving if your aim is on point. Now, I was moving a little bit here, but I should have been staying up there because they only come from that direction that we're seeing right here. And the good thing about it is, at this point, as long as you only have one zombie, that zombie won't continue to attack you. Now, after you grab this crystal, or after you end this, it does move on to the next round no matter how many zombies you have, so be ready to go ahead and jump out of there. Now, the second crystal is in the open lot near engineering and the planning offices. What happens is you dig it up in that corner by the box that you just saw, and there will be all kinds of canisters that pop up in these 3 locations, and you'll have to actually look around through each of the canisters. What you're looking for is a canister that is completely clean. It doesn't have any defects in it. If you look, you can see the little black that is on each of these canisters. You look at this one there on the desk, and this is the white one. This is the pure one that does not have any blemishes or anything of that nature. So that was the right one. And I happened to be able to do that right as right after I picked it up, the zombie spawned in. Now, each of these crystals, by the way, you can go and take them to the ether reactors as soon as you get them. Now, here's a third location over by the medical bay. It's right by this back door. Interesting thing is, at this point, you have to have the wonder weapon because you have to use its secondary ammo. If you do not use its secondary ammo on the canister, whenever it flies away, it will keep running from you and you will keep chasing you. You will not be able to grab it. You have gone and put each of your crystals in each of the ether reactors. You are ready to actually upgrade every single thing that you possibly can at this point, because the next step will take you to the boss fight. At this point in the Easter egg, get your guns where you want them, get your perks where you want them. So now, basically what's going to happen is, you've got the crystals in there, they overpower everything, and Peck tries to convince you that he has completely just wrecked everything and tricked you. Well, there's a secret project that's been going on with the government that they can actually send a laser from space if you align the satellite right. So you come to this computer in planning offices, and you're going to align your satellite. Now, it's going to have 5 or 6 different options on there. It's just the little yellow dots. And on the Xbox, it's a D-pad that you actually use to navigate on this little computer. I'm not quite sure what it would be on the PC. It could be your arrows. Anyway, what you're looking for is you're looking for the spot that has a question mark. If you notice right there on that one, it had an American flag. Now we've got a Russian flag. And you can see our little white dot looking around for those satellites. Got another American flag. And right here is another Russian flag, so it must be this spot that's actually closest to the globe, which that might be the secret there. It might actually be the one that's on the globe every time. But you see the question mark? That's what you're looking for. And when you do that, you hit align, and you will align it up. And what that does is shoots a laser back into everything, and when you activate the OPC, you are in the boss fight. Hey, so I'm glad you joined me today. If you like my video or it helped you out in any way, be sure to leave a comment, and subscribe so that you'll be the first to know and see when my new uploads come through. If you want to watch these videos live, be sure to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv. My username is Skelly2004. That's SKE11Y2004. There's a link in my bio. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, if you ever find yourself in the middle of a Russian military base being swarmed by zombies, be nice to somebody, because you never know who's going to have your back.